McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Well, hello there. Give me a big hello in the chat for those of you who are here with me live. Of course, I am your host for this show. My name is Bill McIntosh. That corny AI guy who was singing about, that's me. And over the years, actually going over 25 years now, I have been building, growing, and scaling successful online businesses to the tune of over $100 million in total revenue over all that time. And so what I've done is I have made it my life's mission to help entrepreneurs like me, like you, and as many people as I can to build and grow successful businesses. And, you know, we can call it a midlife crisis, but some years ago, I was doing some soul searching because I had all these different businesses. They were making money, they were successful, but they weren't fulfilling to me. They didn't sell products or services that were meaningful. And it was great to have money and buy the things I want to have and do the things I want to do. But ultimately, I found myself feeling like I was missing something. And I wanted to make an impact on the world. And what I decided was that my biggest impact, if I wanted to leave some good in the world behind after I'm gone, would be to help as many entrepreneurs like you, like us, as possible. Because it's through helping the entrepreneurs is how our society gets pushed forward. I mean, really, if you look through history, there's time and time again instances of entrepreneurs, whether it's with new inventions, new ways of doing things, new ways of thinking. And we bring to our culture, bring to our society, and change the world. And not only that, we have a direct impact on the economy. We employ people. Not only does it help you, but your family and all of your employees as you build and grow your businesses. And so that is what this show and this channel is all about. And today on the broadcast, we're going to be covering a really awesome tool. It's really a feature, I guess I'll say, of a tool. Actually, it is probably the single most used AI tool in my company. I think it's probably pretty close, at least top three for sure. And there's a new feature that they released in there that not a lot of people know is there. And it's awesome. With just a few clicks, and we'll show you a bit later, we're going to do a live demo. Producer Nick is going to come on and show you a bit more how it works. But we're going to show you how to use this tool to make these faceless AI generated videos. And it's really, really easy to use. Now, why would you want to do that? You might ask. Well, it's a great way to produce profit. And in the training, we're going to give you, not only we'll show you how to do it, but we're going to go into the details of how do you make money with these videos, whether it's promoting your existing business or how to just use the videos themselves to make a lot of money. So that's our segment today. And then also we're going to be doing live Q&A. So if you have any questions, we're going to have an Ask Me Anything a bit later in the show. So if you need help with your business, with growing your online presence, or maybe you don't even have your business online yet, you're trying to get it online, then we're going to be here to help you with that. And it does look like seeing lots of hellos. Looks like the audience is building up a bit. And it looks like my camera is slightly off. There we go. Yeah, I had to reset up my studio because I've been out of town. I was in Vegas just over this last weekend for spanning over a few days. And you know how they tell you what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? It's not true. I went to Vegas, had a lot of fun. My wife and I went to a concert. Actually, we ended up going to the concert 2 nights in a row. It was a blast. And over at the Sphere, which is amazing. If you haven't been to the Sphere in Vegas, it's definitely a must-do activity. Came back. Woke up the next morning and I had a fever and I was sick. So I definitely brought back something from Las Vegas. I'm still nursing that right now. Luckily, it did not affect my voice or my sinuses or anything. So I sound okay. You know, running a fever, feeling achy, all kinds of fun stuff like that. But you know what they say, the show must go on. And so I'm here to continue on and help you with that. A couple other things we're going to be doing today. During this live show, we got some cash to give away. So someone is going to win $100 in cash a bit later. So we'll be doing that once we get into Q&A towards the end of the broadcast. And I have a surprise. I have a surprise for everyone as well. Even producer Nick, my co-host, is going to be surprised by this one. And are you ready for a surprise, Nick?
Yeah, I'm so curious.
All right. And here I have to get a little bit of preparation going over here. Let's see. There we are. And also, I have a survey for everyone. So in just a few minutes, I want to ask everybody some questions. Cool. So first up, actually, I'll do the questions right now. So we're gonna do a little survey of the audience. So first up, I'd like to know who here is an oldie. You've been around, you've seen a few of my channels, or are you new? Let me know in the chat, are you old or are you new? Pop that into the chat panel. And by the way, we have subscriber-only chat turned on, so you must subscribe to the channel. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. Just hit that red subscribe button. That will unlock the chat panel for you. But I would like to know, for those of you who are here, let me know in the chat, are you old or are you new? Are you brand new to the channel? Maybe you haven't seen any of our shows yet. Android is old. Okay, cool. Andrew is new. Let's see, ESD is new. Jamie is an oldie. Me too. Danica is new. Chris is old. Blake is ancient. Okay, cool. Keep those answers coming. Let me know. Are you new or are you old? And if or are you could say you're familiar with the channel. If you don't want to say you're old, that's okay. I understand. So definitely want to see who's new, who's old. It's my first survey question for you. Okay, good. All right. Now, next up is a really important question for me. So you may or may not know that I have a platform called Push Button AI, right? And actually, I see many of my customers here, so I know a lot of you know about it. Some of you may not. In Push Button AI, our mission is to make business building push button simple, and we do it using AI, right? That's the whole point of the company. And so we started out, our very first thing that we started automating was courses. So allowing people to build and generate online courses that they could give away or they could sell. And then we also build the sites that go along with it. Since then, we've also created like affiliate marketing systems that help you do affiliate marketing. And we're working behind the scenes to release a bunch of new features. And I am trying to prioritize which of those new services, new features, new things to focus on first. And so my question for you, and this is a really important question, so please don't be shy and answer in the chat. What is something that you would like AI to build for you? What if is there something that you would like to make that you need for your business, or you need to start your business, that you wish you could just answer a couple of questions and push a button and it would spit it out and the AI would just build it for you? Is there anything that you wish existed that if I could just build it for you right now and hand it to you, what would you like that to be? Is there anything you would like AI to be able to make simple? Maybe there's already an AI tool out there that you're using that's just really complicated, or maybe you're using 3 or 4 different AI tools to try to put things together and make stuff, and you wish it could be made simple. What would that be for you? I would really love to know the answer to that question in the comments below. Yeah, so let me know. I haven't seen any answers. That's crazy. You guys don't want anything? Nothing? Okay. Awesome. See people saying hello. And all right, well, anything at all, because I want to make it for you. That's the whole point of me asking you that. I actually would like to make something that would be very useful to you. What is it that you would like to make that I could make push button simple and then allow you to use this to build and grow your business and make revenue? A brand personality type of business. That's a good one. Thanks, Jamie. And then Tim says creating a YouTube channel. Okay. Build an email list and get my website noticed, says Earl. Okay, good. Answers coming in now. Thank you for that. Customize emails based on engagement and application. Okay, love that, Andrew. Thanks for these. A pay-per-click ad builder, says Blake. Full videos of any kind. Quiz assessment, lead magnet. Love these answers. Okay, good. Now they're really coming in. That's good. Good. Keep them coming. Anybody else has any ideas like that? What I'm going to do is after the show is over, I'm going to go back and take a look at all of the stuff that you guys talk about during the show that you want. So tell me what you want to be built. And if it's possible to be built and I can have my team do it, it's going to go on my list. And then based on popularity. So if you see somebody else talk about something that they want and you also want it, well, put your answer in too. The more times it's said in the comments, it's like a vote. So the more people who want it, repeat it. Even if you've seen it in the chat already, tell me if it's something that you also want. So you can second that, and so forth in the chat. So you vote. The more people who want a feature, the higher up in priority it's going to be. So the more of you who vote for any specific thing, that's what we're going to focus on first. Okay. Cool. Now a quick interesting thing for those of you who are customers of our push button AI system, we have a massive new release that we sneakily released it. And I'm going to be showing, we do something we call office hours. So any of you who qualify to be in office hours, we're going to be doing a sneak peek of that. In fact, I may even invite all of our push button AI customers into our upcoming office hours because we have some powerful new automation that uses what are called agents to do stuff and build some pretty cool things for you. It's a massive improvement of our system that just quietly got pushed out. It's been in testing for quite some time. There's still little things. We're doing a beta test with all of the existing customers, so you have a chance to use it. But more info on that. So if you're a push button AI customer and you want to build much more comprehensive and better courses, that is a release that just got pushed out. So, and I'll talk about that more in a private broadcast with all of our customers. Okay. Okay, cool. James had this question. This is actually a good one. So James is like, how do I deal with all the onslaught of new technology? It's crazy, right? I know for me, having to learn and teach all of this stuff and use it in our businesses and be on the cutting edge, it's nuts. Every day there is a new release in the world of AI. Every single day, it just doesn't let up. For producer Nick and I, we have to sometimes pick what things we're going to talk about, and we can never cover it all. It would just be impossible. All right, cool. Well, thank you for all of that. And like I said, keep those coming. So if you have a thought, and you think about something in 5 minutes, just pop it in there. Just keep voting. Keep putting in your ideas of what you would like automated using business. And then I think with that, we're going to get into the content for today. Enough distractions for now. Just need to power up with just a little bit of content juice. And we're going to get started. So producer Nick, are you ready for your part of the segment coming up?
I am.
Okay, cool. And then I think is my camera centered? I didn't get a chance to check that. I think it's centered now.
Looks centered to me.
Okay, good. All right, audience. So we shall begin. And got my teleprompter, and we're going to get going. So reminder, this training segment is all about using a little known feature. It's actually from Descript. Anybody here use Descript? Say Descript in the chat if you use Descript. So yeah, Descript. Pop into the chat and say Descript. Yeah, Nick uses Descript like constantly, right? Across my whole company, there are many people that use Descript and use it quite a lot. Anybody else say Descript in the chat if you use Descript. But Descript is a really powerful video editing tool. And most people use it as a video editor. So you can change voices. You've probably seen us do training using Descript to take, like we used to take our Notebook LM podcasts and then use it to change the voices. You can use it to clean up and edit videos of all different kinds. Like if you've recorded a video, like as an example, we can take one of my recordings and let's say that I mess up and say the wrong word while I'm doing my video. Well, producer Nick actually can change my voice and make me say just about anything. So
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, that's a lot of power. So hopefully you don't make.
You didn't notice it. I showed it to you. I wanted to see if you could tell, and you're like, "What's different about this? I don't understand."
Yes, he literally can just change my words of what I say. So yeah. So that's dangerous. But you have deep fake version of me. So it's super helpful, especially if you're doing spoken word content, whether you're on camera like I am, or even if you're just doing spoken word content that you do like presentations and webinars and stuff with. Man, Descript is such an awesome tool. But they snuck out this feature and they released it, and it actually is, I guess technically it's a custom GPT. Is that right, Nick? I guess that's the right thing to say. Yeah. And so it merges ChatGPT with Descript, and it allows you to generate videos using Descript, not just edit them like you can do, like that's what we use it for, but now you can use Descript and it's inexpensive. What's the cheapest plan? Do you remember, Nick?
Oh God, I should know this. Let me look at, I think it's something like 19 a month.
Okay. So anyway, so I'm kind of getting ahead of the thing, ahead of the content here, but that's what we're covering. So we're going to cover how
it's
to
even
use.
cheaper. It's 12.
Yeah? 12. Oh, wow. Okay. So for $12, you can use this as a video generation tool. So that's what today's training is about. And we're about to dive in. And if you've been on my show before, you know I record this. So all the content that I'm about to make is recorded. We edit it up. I hand it over to Nick and his content team. We reuse the content. Sometimes they go into courses or they get released on social media, or sometimes they appear here back on the YouTube channel in a very edited form. But that's what I'm doing. And so if you hear me do retakes or you hear me make notes for my editor, know that I am here with you live. I'm just getting the recording done. And then once we're done recording the whole thing, then I'm going to open it up and you guys can ask any questions you need about applying this to generate income online. And so that is what we're covering. And with that, I think just get fully centered here. And here we go. There are people making a killing using Facebook AI generated videos. Take Devon Camp, who made 2.4. What?
Facebook? Did you mean to say faceless?
Okay. Take two. Thanks, Nick. That's what happens when you have to record videos while you're sick. So it takes multiple takes. There are people. Oh, boy. Take three. There are people making a killing using faceless AI generated videos. Take Devon Canup, who made over $2.4 million with his empire of faceless YouTube channels. But to do that, he needed to manage an army of freelancers in order to pull this off. But what if you could start by making faceless AI videos in 5 minutes or less without any outsourcers, without any expensive technology, and making it really, really simple? Well, I found this little-known AI feature that combines and simplifies two very powerful AI tools. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to use tool number one, which is Descript, to make an amazing automatically generated AI video in just a handful of prompts. And not only am I going to show you exactly how it's done, but hang around until the end of this video and I'll show you how you can make money with the videos that you generate, which is the important part, right? So are you ready? Well, let's dive in. All right, there's my hook. Is that okay?
Yes, take two was good.
Okay. Technically take three.
Right.
All right. And do we have any downloadable giveaways for this video?
No, not for this one, because it's just a straight up demo.
Okay, cool. Let me think.
I can make something.
I think we should make something. Live. Yeah, let's make a little mini prompt library.
Okay.
And some examples. So I'll talk about that as we transition into this. But and have you shared your screen yet?
Oh no, let me do that.
Okay. Okay, cool. So everybody, now what we're going to do is we're going to show you, demo, and go through a how-to step-by-step on how to use the tool. And then I'll talk about how you make money with it. Shall we go like this, or let's see, which way? I think like that. If it gets in the way, we'll move it.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. So here, we'll start side by side, and then we'll go to your screen. Okay.
Okay.
So for this demo, I brought on the channel's very own producer, Nick, to help us out. He's going to be doing the demo. Thanks for joining me, Nick.
Yeah, of course.
And so we're here live in front of the live audience, and we're going to be demoing step by step exactly how you do this. And then I'll look in a reminder a little bit later. I'm going to talk about how you make money with this strategy. I also want to let you know that we have a companion, a little guide that is going to have a list of prompts and the best how-to strategies and tactics on how to use this tool, because it does take a little bit of brainstorming, as you'll see in just a moment. And so we're going to give you all the best practices and some example prompts that you can use. It's totally free. You can download it at pushbutton.ai/subscribe, and that'll help you. All you have to do is joining our newsletter there. It's called Ingeniosity. It's free. And then we'll send you an email. It'll have a link to our library of content. There's a ton of how-to manuals, playbooks, guides, and this will be included in there. So we're going to be creating that, putting it up after posting this video. But to get that, again, go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. And Nick, so you use Descript, which is the big tool that connects together with ChatGPT. Descript has put out this custom GPT that connects it with ChatGPT. And it's pretty powerful, but you use Descript for a bunch of things. I mean, first of all, Descript is an amazing video editor primarily, right?
Yeah.
And so you go in there and you'll edit an existing video. So take, for example, this recording that we're making right here. What he'll do is he'll load it into Descript and edit that existing video. He can even change the words, add captions. There's a lot of stuff he could do there. But now we can actually generate a video from just an idea. All we need is an idea, which we'll show you how to do that in a minute. We can go to this tool and spit out a fully ready to go video. So Nick, shall we share your screen? Let's do, there we go. And let's get started. So let's show them how it works.
Yeah. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to open ChatGPT, and you're going to go, you see right here on the sidebar right here, you're going to hit Explore GPTs. And real quick, for people who don't know what GPTs are or custom GPTs, Bill, could you give them like the brief 30-second rundown?
Yeah. So almost anyone can make a custom GPT, and there's specialized like versions of ChatGPT that do specific actions. So you can take a custom GPT and connect it to your favorite tools, for example, and get it to do things. And there are lots of people who've made these and then make them available to you and I. And Descript has their very own custom GPT. So it connects ChatGPT with Descript to do what we're about to do.
Yep. So you're going to go to Explore GPTs. You're going to see this search bar right here, and you're going to look up Descript. And you're going to hit the first one that comes up. It's going to be AI Video Maker by Descript, and you're going to hit that.
And an important note I'll say is make sure you look for the official Descript custom GPT, because as you saw on that list, there's a lot of them, and you can see it on the screen right there.
Yeah. So once you hit that, it's going to take you here, and you're going to basically just kick off a conversation.
Yeah, let's move us over there. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. And that'll take you here where you kickstart a conversation with AI Video Maker by Descript. Before we start, is there a particular video you wanted to experiment with, Bill? Like what sort of video should we make?
Well, have you had in your demos, is there one that you had a good experience with that we could sort of replicate?
Yeah. I asked it to make a story because I see shorts on my feed all the time talking about real life stories.
Mm-hmm.
I asked it to take a story from Warren Buffett's life and make a little YouTube video about it. Why don't we do that with Ryan Reynolds? Because we've done a lot of content about him and.
Oh
his
yeah,
career
let's
as
have
an
it make a
entrepreneur.
video about Ryan Reynolds' journey as an entrepreneur and his success. Let's yeah, I love that. Let's do that. So he's actually been a very successful celebrity entrepreneur, and this is an example of the kinds of content you would want to make with this tool. Think about inspirational things, stories, inspirational quotes. You can do how-to content on here. But the more story-driven types of content, the better. And be thinking about in your niche, what are the people that your niche market might look up to, and do stories about those people, those brands. You can do stories about companies, about products, but again, you don't have to limit it to stories. You can do how-to content. You could even do fiction stories and have it read them and do those kinds of videos for you.
Yeah, so I asked it.
So let's go back. So all you said is make me a video going over the story of Ryan Reynolds' career as an entrepreneur. Okay.
Yeah, and then you want to go back and forth with it. It'll give you a script that it will read out. This is the first draft, essentially. In my opinion, it was a bit too short. I want to expand it. So what I typed here is, can you be more comprehensive? This is a bit too general. Please make the script longer. Is there anything you wanted to add?
You can tell him to make a script that walks through step by step his career successes and failures as an entrepreneur. And this is an important lesson here as well. And when you're using tools like ChatGPT, there's a lot of these chat-based tools, whether it's Google's Gemini, whether you use Claude by Anthropic, or any of the others. It is often useful to have a conversation back and forth and give it feedback. Sometimes it always isn't a copy and paste exact template prompt. A lot of times, once the AI is primed and kind of focused on the topic and understands it, you can then do lots of general guidance about make it more specific, make it more step-by-step, make it more enthusiastic. You can give it feedback and talk through it, with the AI. So what do we got?
Yeah, so this is a big improvement from this one. Here's what we got.
Okay.
Did you want to give it? Maybe we should. Let's add. I wanted to focus more. I thought the Mint Mobile story was a really interesting story. So let's add more detail to the Mint Mobile portion of the story. Don't change the other parts. They're great as is.
Cool. And so hopefully this will be our final draft, and then we're going to move on to the next step, and we'll be popping this in and sending it over to Descript. And one of the things I'd like to know, if you guys can drop it into the chat, those of you watching now, what questions do you have about using video to generate income online? Do you have any questions about how you use these videos? Any questions about what kinds of videos that you might have to make? Drop them into the comments below, and I'll be happy to jump in there and help you out. So definitely drop those comments in there. And then we're going to be covering, don't forget, a bit later, I'm going to talk more specifically about how I would use these videos to make money myself. And so what do we have now?
Yep, so it did just what I asked. It expanded on, because he was a part of Mint Mobile, that expanded on that portion of the story. And now I'm pretty satisfied with the script we have, so I'm happy to move on to the next step. It has a built-in workflow. So after we approve of the script, it wants to move on and it wants to pick a visual style for the video. So here's what it says. If you're happy with it, we can move on to picking a visual style for the video, which is exactly what we'll do. So it'll give you get to pick from 4 distinct visual styles for the video. Do
you have a favorite?
Second.
No, Nick's headset died again.
Okay. Let's see. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
That's so annoying. The battery's full. It's broken. It shuts off for some reason. Anyway.
Okay. Well, we gotta figure out the settings on it or get a new one. Yeah.
I just got to get a new one.
Okay.
Anyway, next step. Yeah, we're gonna pick a visual style for the video. You only get to pick from 4. There's 4 distinct visual styles it gives you. You could do what's called watercolor and ink, whiteboard doodles, low polygon 3D, and plasticine.
Do you have a favorite?
I like the low polygon 3D, so that's my personal favorite. So we'll just go with that for this one.
All right, let's do that. Now, to use the next step, you will need a Descript account, and you will need to be logged into Descript. That's the other thing that I want to mention. It looks like it's doing a different workflow for you than it did for me. But
yeah. Oh, interesting. Sometimes you'll run into little bugs. That's fine. It says I wasn't able to generate the preview image due to content policy restrictions. However, we can still proceed with the low polygon 3D style. If you'd like, I can adjust the image request to be more general, perhaps.
Okay. Well, we don't need a preview image. Well, let's just jump straight into the video.
Yeah.
And so for everybody out there, that preview image would be an example of what you might use as a video thumbnail, which probably, if I were going to post this video, I wouldn't use the Descript stock thumbnail. There are lots of really great
my own in
tools.
Canva.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this is the step where it's going to ask permission to connect to Descript. And to do this next step, you will need to have a Descript account and be logged into it.
Yeah. So we got to hit confirm so that we give it approval to talk to Descript. And sometimes I run into a little bug here where it looks like the chat just kind of blanked out. So I just refresh it and it's usually fine. That took care of it. So it's going to give you this link and you hit the link and it's going to open the project inside of Descript. And you can see it working on the video right now.
Yeah, there you go.
And what's cool about Descript that sets it apart from other video editors, you can edit the video via its text. You can see the script that we came up with in ChatGPT. You can see it right here. And that's how all Descript videos work. You can highlight portions of the text and delete a portion of the video by the text. You can actually change the text so that it reads something different. It's really cool.
Yeah, and then I'll let everybody know as well that if you have any, like you're not sure exactly how to prompt it, like in that previous step, what do you say or how do you brainstorm ideas with the AI? Don't forget we'll have a best practices and example prompts that you can copy and paste. We're going to have that guide available for free to all of our Ingeniosity subscribers. So again, you can grab that at pushbutton.ai/subscribe, and you'll be given that for free. As soon as we edited this video up, we'll post it in the library and notify you by email. It'll be in our big library. There's a whole bunch of downloadable guides and playbooks, and it'll be added to that library. Okay, cool. Let's see how it came out.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like you didn't share the screen in a way that lets us hear it.
Here, let me redo that then. Okay, let's try again.
Okay.
Reynolds is more than just a Hollywood star. He's a savvy entrepreneur who's built and sold businesses worth billions. His journey started in the early 2000s.
Could you hear that this time?
Yeah. It's a little quiet, but we heard it. So the editor note for editor, you can clean up that section and maybe crank the volume up a little.
Okay, cool.
But that's pretty cool. So now, if you really wanted to, you could just spit this out as is, right, with no changes, and save it.
Could,
or if you wanted, also, let's say you've listened to it and there's a couple places you're like, I don't like how she says this, or I wish that we could take this pause out from here. We now have the ability to come in and edit it and then regenerate it. So let's show some examples of that. Maybe you can cut out a little bit of silence and a word gap somewhere, and then do some editing.
Yeah.
His journey.
Well, I think because I know when you upload like a podcast episode, it will show the word gaps, but because it's AI generated, I think it generated it so that they're.
Well, I think you can delete them right in the editor down below, can't you?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't think the AI has word gaps like you would with like uploading.
Well, like you can see it in the time, so you can see the spots where there's right there. Like, can't you highlight that section and then delete it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you can.
Or create an edit point and delete it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm struggling with this, so let's just fix this part in post.
Okay. So here, then here, I'll restate that and we'll just pick it up. So you won't demo it. I know you can do it because I've done it, but
yeah, I just don't know how. I know you can do it. I just don't know how to do it with this.
Okay. So all right. So editor, you can pick it up from here. So now that it's generated, I know we can also edit it and get way in depth if we want to change the words, change how she says something, remove like gaps if there's too many pauses. But as an example, let's dive in real quick, Nick, and just edit a couple of words. So let's say, for example, we wanted to edit a word and then add something to a section. Let's do that.
Sure. Here, let's just edit the first sentence.
Okay.
So how did you want to modify that? Ryan Reynolds is.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. I can't see it from here, so.
I'll change the word savvy to
brilliant.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to change it to write mode too. He's a brilliant entrepreneur.
Okay, and then let's add to the end. I think you have to put it back in write mode. So everybody, you see that little thing there that says write mode? That's where you can edit that. Okay, and so then sold businesses worth billions, and then we'll add a sentence. He now makes more money from his business work than he does as an actor. It's a dumb line, but I'm just adding it as an example. Okay.
Now it's generating the speech.
And so this will take a moment as it's refreshing the audio. And it's going to regenerate the captions. And then let's rewind all the way back to the beginning and listen. Let's listen to that part.
Yeah.
Reynolds is more than just a Hollywood star. He's a brilliant entrepreneur who's built and sold businesses worth billions. He now makes more money from his business work than he does as an actor.
There you go.
There you go. So now this is your second chance to edit it. So you could obviously work with the GPT, work to come up with your script. And then if you're here and you're hearing it and you want to make further changes, you're not stuck. You can definitely edit the script from there. And then when they're ready to finish up and download it, what do they do?
Yep, just hit export. Select your settings, hit export, there you go.
And then that video is ready to upload to any channel you want. So whether it's uploading to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you can do these. Do you know, can you do them in the 9:16 format?
You can. All you have to do, you hit this. And right now the default is in landscape, but to change it to portrait, you hit this. There you go. You'll notice these black bars. It's really easy to fix. Just drag for each scene. Doesn't take that long. There you go.
No, that's cool. And then hit play. I want to see that.
Sure.
Ryan Reynolds is more than just a Hollywood star.
Oh,
He's
great.
a
Yeah,
brilliant
it
entrepreneur
edited the
who
captions and
built
everything.
sold business.
Yeah.
Now, one last thing. Can you change the captions? Can you adjust the sizing or do anything on the captions themselves?
You can. Here, I'll zoom in. So it's kind of small in the video. You can edit them here.
Ah. So if I wanted to make them bigger, how would I do that?
Whoa. I'm going to be honest. I haven't played around with it to this extent. So maybe there might be some work to do post, but I mean, you can see me playing around with it right here.
Okay, cool. I think there is a font. I think the way the screen is shown, it's hard to tell what the buttons do, but I believe there's a font size there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm modifying the font right there.
Cool. So fully customizable, really, really simple to do. And once you know the workflow, Nick, how long do you think from start to finish if you were just trying to crank one of these out quickly? How fast could you do one?
Yeah, you could print these out in like 5 minutes. Some of these, depending on the type of video you're making. They're good for shorts.
I've seen shorts that are like essentially the voice quality, image quality, the script, just as good as this. It's exactly like what is being output here. And I've watched channels on YouTube, shorts channels, get millions and millions of views with videos like this. It's crazy.
Yeah. One more thing, you can, if you don't like the voice it came up with, you can change the AI speaker. So they have their, you can clone your own voice, but they also have their selection of stock AI speakers. So just you go over here, hit the speaker they chose, hit browse stock AI speakers.
So we can use clone voices here.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you have my clone voice?
No, I don't. Not in the web app.
Okay.
But
So
we'll just choose.
We'll have to
Niall.
experiment with that. But if that's correct, that means that we could generate these videos in my voice as an example. Like, let's say we wanted to push shorts to our YouTube channel or to TikTok or something in my voice. That means Nick or anybody on our team could generate a script, create an entire video, output it in my voice, and I don't have to do anything. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so I changed it to one of their stock AI voices, Niall. So let's see how it came out.
Ryan Reynolds is more than just a Hollywood star. He's a brilliant entrepreneur who's built and sold businesses worth billions.
So there's Niall.
Huh. And how many voices were there? There was a lot on that list, right?
Here, let's see. It's about like 24.
Let's try a different female voice. We'll hear one more voice and then we'll move on. We'll talk about how to make money with this in just a minute.
We'll do Judith.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on.
Okay, so it'll take a second to change the speech.
And I think for the note for editor, there's a lot of little points to clean up and tighten up throughout this portion of it, but that's, edit as needed. Okay, cool. I can see it still generating the speech.
Okay, let's check it out.
Here we have it. Let's try it.
Ryan Reynolds is more than just a Hollywood star. He's a brilliant entrepreneur who's built and sold businesses worth billions.
There you go.
Pretty cool. So there we have it. That is how you do it. And then we would just export, save this, and upload it to your favorite social media channel. But let's for a minute talk about how you actually make money with this. So I'm going to change the screen here up and we'll come on camera, Nick. Now I want to ask you, I know one thing that you have been very interested in is some of the shorts channels and these faceless video channels. And we have that example, which I didn't even show on the screen, but here, note for editor, you'll have to clean this up because I guess we will show it on our video. But do you have that example of the faceless YouTube? Yeah, the one in the, you had me mention one in the hook.
Oh, he keeps his content anonymous. I can't share his content. I can share the guy's name.
What is that link? What is the link you gave me to?
It's just a link to his Twitter.
Okay. So did you pull that up?
I'll share it to you in Discord. Are you looking for me to share my screen?
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm assuming it was a resource we're supposed to show because it was in the hook.
No.
Okay. Then note for editor, clean this up, restart from here. So Nick, I know one of the things that you have been very interested in is there's one guy in particular you found who, what did he make? Like it was, I think over $2 million, right?
Yeah, it was 2.4 million.
And so how does he do that? I think it's faceless content, right?
Yeah, he has a little portfolio. I think he has 6 channels now, faceless YouTube content, where he has about I don't think he's using AI automations. I think he's using freelancers, but I think he's monetizing exclusively through AdSense, and he's generated $2.4 million doing that.
Excuse me. So he's generating what?
2.4 million.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So there's an example of that. That's kind of like I'll use air quotes, easiest way to do this, because all you're doing is focused on uploading a lot of shorts. Now, the one thing I will say about this particular business model is that it takes time and consistency. So it isn't something where you're going to post a couple of shorts and then bam, all of a sudden you're getting millions of views and the money is raining from the ceiling, right? It doesn't happen like that. So I know that's the story that a lot of people, like to pay attention to, but that's not the normal story. Normally, it's that someone is going to take shorts like these, they'll upload them consistently. And with shorts, it's frequent, right? How frequent would you say someone should be putting shorts if they're trying to blow up a channel?
Oh my God, daily minimum. Ideally, you should be posting multiple times a day. There are some people that post like 5-6 times a day.
Yeah, I saw someone advocating posting 8 times a day for shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you don't have to do 8. That's pretty extreme. Point is, this isn't something where you upload a video here or there and then you'll let it sit. You must be consistent. So minimum daily, but look how easy this is. So based on what you just saw, 5 minutes or less, you pop out the video, spend a little time formatting, the title and the description, and then upload it. And here with these, if you're doing shorts with the short form content, you could use those on TikTok, you can use them on Instagram, you can use them on Facebook, even on X. So, and then you just stay consistent. You do that every single day, at least once a day, and you're going to see that you get growth over time. And then at some point, usually with this type of social media and with content like this, you'll hit an inflection point where all of a sudden you're sort of like going along, little growth, and then it'll ramp up and you'll see rapid growth. And then it might plateau again and you'll go along and then rapid growth. That seems to be, we've even noticed that here on our channel, that kind of a pattern. But you've got to stay consistent and do it for the long haul in order for you to get to one of those inflection points where it just starts to accelerate and ramp up. Anything else on faceless content, Nick, that we should talk about as a money-making opportunity?
As a money-making opportunity, you could use this to mass produce ad creative. If you're running ads for your brand,
Mhm.
Um,
Well,
so I
then
know,
let's move on to that. So that's actually a
yeah,
different way of making money with this. So one
yeah,
is you have the faceless channel. You're just trying to make money with ad revenue, right? And you have to get qualified to get rewarded. All of the different social media platforms have creator compensation plans. They're all different. They have different requirements. You have to have different sized audiences. So we're not going to get into the weeds on that. But every one of those platforms has a creator monetization strategy that you can cash in on. So now let's move on. So what if you wanted to do a different strategy? One that we'll talk about in a minute is how do you use this content for ads. But let's move on to the next easiest one. And that would be using these videos to promote your own products free in social media. I will say this, you can promote your own or someone else's product as an affiliate. So if you're familiar with affiliate marketing, that's when you get paid commission for promoting other people's stuff. Nick, would you say this would work? Let's say I wanted to promote one of my courses. Do you think I could use this?
yeah. I actually don't know for info products, but I know for digital products. Sorry, not digital products. For physical products like ecom, like TikTok Shop. There are people doing this. I've seen content on TikTok where it's like slideshows. It's just AI generated stuff you can make using something like Descript. And there are tools like Callow data where you can see behind the scenes how the amount of money different TikTok shops and different TikTok affiliates are making.
Mm-hmm.
There are people making millions of dollars with these AI, and if you were seeing it on the front end, you wouldn't know. But because we have the data on the back end, people making millions of dollars with these AI shorts. It's pretty wild.
So you can make these centered around a particular product or a problem that the product solves and just make a million of them, right? I think that's the key, is to just hit them. And I think people don't realize that. They'll make one video on a product and then kind of move on. But you could do, you could do 27 videos on the same product. You just have the AI make different scripts, maybe talk about different problems that the product solved, different benefits that the product gives you. And, they're only these short little 30-second clips. So you can do them over and over and over again, promoting anything. I love your idea of TikTok Shop. And probably what I would speculate is that most TikTok Shop products that you can promote in TikTok are also available on Amazon. So what I would do is make a video on a particular product on TikTok. Obviously, I would promote TikTok Shop and I'd get paid commission for that. But let's say I want to put it on YouTube Shorts. Well, now I can go find the product on Amazon and use my affiliate link on Amazon to promote over there. And then you could double and triple dip, get paid in multiple places. And then I would say when it comes to digital products, the play here is a newsletter. So imagine, Nick, that Ryan Reynolds clip that you just put out there. Do you think you could put out an offer for someone to join your free newsletter and stitch it into that video?
Yeah, I think you could.
So let's say, whether you do it in the middle, at the end, you can have a little commercial. You could literally write a commercial for your email newsletter, copy and paste it into Descript. And now that has turned into an organic piece of content that promotes your email newsletter. So, for example, we could promote Ingeniosity, your newsletter, right in the end of a short like that.
Yeah, you certainly could.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now let's move on to the third way of making money with this, and that's using this content as advertisements. So for those who want to invest a little bit of money and scale up, right? You want to get faster results. You want to get bigger results. Maybe you're not patient. Like that's me. I don't have the patience to with social media and just doing everything for free, because it takes a while, right? It takes consistent effort over a long period of time to get traction. But with paid ads, I can spend money and control the speed at which my content is shown. So now you could get the custom GPT that Nick showed you to create an ad script for you for your products or services, whether it's your newsletter, your course that you're giving away or selling, whether it's a physical product, whatever it might be. These can become advertisements for you to sell your stuff or affiliate products. And anything you would do differently, do you think, Nick, if you were making an ad out of using this tool?
Well, I know for brands that grow really fast, they're testing hundreds, sometimes thousands of ad creatives. There's a blow up newsletter that basically blew up to millions. It's called the 1440. It blew up to millions of subscribers. And there was an interview their head of growth did where she talked about how they were testing thousands. Imagine,
Wow.
I think most people, when they get started, they go, oh my God, I tested 10 ads and nothing took off yet. This is taking forever. I should just give up. They tested thousands. So before
Well, I mean,
AI,
that puts us in reach, right? I'm not saying everybody here necessarily should do 1,000 ads, but you should test
and you
a
don't
lot.
need to, you don't need to do thousands, but this is the thousands of ads. That's what the big guys are doing in this space. So if you wanted to print out, dozens of ads in a day, 100 ads in a day, you know, over the weekend, you wanted to test 500 different ads, you could make these over the weekend using this workflow.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, and I know too, and as an example, there's so many different elements of the ads that you can test. And there are two big reasons why you want to do a quantity of ads like this. Number one is testing, like Nick is saying. So you want to find the ideal ad, right? And that might be a different sort of idea, they call it the hook, right? The big idea and the hook behind the ad. Well, you can make 12 different ones with 12 different, copy sales hooks that would grab people's attention 12 different ways and test them all. And then over, say, 3 days time, you run those ads, you're going to quickly see which hook is the winner. Well, then you pause all the ones that are not that hook. And now what you could do is move on and test something else. So now you could try, oh, you know what? Let's try a different voice. We'll use the same hook, but we'll make another one with a different voice and test it. And it's just a battle. You put head to head over and over again. So then once you found a good voice that seems to get the best response, now what could you try? Well, maybe we can try some different visuals, and now over and over, all you're constantly doing is trying to beat what we call your control, right? So you find the winner, becomes your control, and then you just go back to Descript, spat out another ad, testing one thing, and you keep improving, continuously improving. The other thing where this is valuable is for if you get to a point where you're spending a significant amount of money on ads. And this is true on almost any platform. Facebook, this happens. X, it happens. You get what's called ad fatigue. And so your ads will be doing great, making lots and lots of money. And they go and go and go. And it could be weeks, months. And then all of a sudden, they start to dip and their response goes down, down, down. That's because ad fatigue is setting in. That means that you have a lot of people who have seen your ad multiple times and it's starting to wear out. Well, now you just jump back into Descript and you make a bunch of new versions and throw them back up, and that handles your ad fatigue. So either way, this tool becomes amazing for doing ad testing. And Nick, what I'd like to do, so we'll brainstorm after we go off camera, and we'll talk about this, but I would like to do is create some example prompts for each of these three money-making models. So if someone was going to do Faceless YouTube, someone was going to do, promoting a product, or someone was going to make an ad. So let's do our prompts and our best practices in our guide that we're going to create for everybody. Let's put it around these three different models. Does that sound good? Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Then with that, we're going to be wrapping things up. So Nick, thank you for your help today. And demo was awesome. Yeah. And for everybody else out there, make sure you subscribe to the Ingeniosity newsletter, and you'll get that guide that we are preparing for you on how to use this tool to be able to make ads, to be able to make promotional content to sell products or services, and then finally, how to use this to do faceless YouTube or faceless content on any channel, essentially. All of that will be included in the guide. So just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe to get that. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll see that down below. There'll be a nice red subscribe button, and we put out content like this all the time. So I hope to see you in a future video. And don't forget, smash that like button. I got to always say that helps feed the algorithm so YouTube and all the other places know that this content is worth sharing. And with that, We'll see everybody later. Bye for now. Okay, audience, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be doing Q&A in just a moment. Fantastic. So how was that, everyone? Good content? Hopefully that was useful. It was a little rough today, but we've made our editor have his work cut out for him. So Nick, what we'll do, we're going to take, we'll do a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and do all the questions. So everybody get in your questions in the chat. You can ask about using video content. We'll do on-topic questions at first, and then open it up to ask me anything. You can pop those in. Let us know how we did. If you got value from the content, or if you have questions about using this in any way, pop them in there, and we'll take care of that. And one thing I do want to let everybody know is that we have a webinar tomorrow. In fact, it's an encore. It's a special encore presentation tomorrow, where you can join me and learn about a really unique way of using AI to generate income. It is called commission chain reaction. So some of you know about this. It is something that I don't see being taught anywhere else. I think I'm the only one teaching this. It's called commission chain reaction. It's a brilliant way to generate money online using AI. And so if you're interested in attending that, it's an encore presentation we're doing tomorrow. Let me see. I think Daniel told me in our chat what time. That is at 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow is when that will be taking place. You must register to attend. So Nick, can you pop that link out? Oh, looks like you already did. Okay, fantastic. So you pop that out there. And I also just realized I did not go into the YouTube studio. Let me get in there so I can pin that link. Pinned. Good. So you can head over there and register for that special training. And then we're going to be right back with all of your questions and even more content. And let me pick which commercial we're going to play today. It will be, okay. The political season continues here in America, so why not go with the presidents? I'll see you all in just a minute.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had push-button AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using push-button AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This push-button AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
And we're back for most people. So we're currently on an ad break. So YouTube usually shows ads to a good chunk of the audience right about now. So some of you are seeing ads. Some of you are seeing me. So welcome back if you're here. And we're going to get to your questions in just a moment. Let's go over here and over here. And I think ads are still going out, looks like. You guys like the president's commercial? It's one of my favorites. Nick made that one. Gosh, that was a year ago? Nick, was that a year ago you made that?
Yeah.
I really want to do an updated one because we could do with some of the new tools. Oh my gosh, we could make an awesome video.
Have you seen the pictures people are making of JD Vance?
I don't know.
You haven't?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They're like turning him into. There's just like millions. It's crazy. It's all over Twitter. There's like millions of Vances. They're just like. There's like they turn some they like make him blue. Some they like turn him into like a baby. Some they turn him into like a hippie or something. And it's just people are collecting. They're like trading cards. They're like rare Vances.
Gonna make NFTs out of that.
We should make an ad. It's just all the different Vances talking to each other.
Like he goes in a cloning machine and comes out different each time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fantastic. So what we're going to do now is I know we have a lot of comments and questions and feedback in the chat. So we're going to go to everyone's questions in just a moment. And then, of course, right now we're talking about using video and particularly this tool, Descript, combined with their custom GPT to make ads and videos and money-making assets. And then we're going to go to Ask Me Anything. So I have a little bit of some surprise content and a prize. So we're going to be giving out $100 to someone today. So we'll do that a little bit later as well. But I have a very important question first. You ready for the important question?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know why my do not disturb is not staying. There we go. So, all right. On to my important question. Why do fish always know how much they weigh?
Why?
Because they have their own scales.
Good. Yeah. I like that one. Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't the last show? It was kind of rough on the last one.
Well, it was up and down. I think I had a couple good ones, couple bad ones, but
that was the first. I gave out a really bad one last week. It was like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah,
that might have been the record lowest one last week. So we rebounded.
Debbie gives that one an 8. What do you score that one?
It's not an 8, but we'll say a light 7. I'll say 7.0, 7 on the dot.
7.0. Oh, well, thanks. Audience, anybody else on the dad joke scale of 0 being it was horrible to 10 being amazing? Let me know what you rate my dad joke. All right, then on to questions.
Before we get to the topical questions,
mm-hmm.
There was a comment someone left on our last video. It was a really good question, in my opinion. But since it's not related, I just want to let you know, I want to bring it up during the general Ask Me Anything after we're done with the topical questions.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that might be useful. If you spot questions that people ask in our video comments that I don't respond to, you can ask them on the show. I think that'd be kind of we should do that every week.
Yeah, that's why you should comment on our videos. We'll take it up on the show.
Yeah, well, I actually try to pay attention to comments. So I drop in off and on throughout the week, especially when a video is new, and try to respond to everybody's comments. But if I miss any, we'll pull them in and bring them into the show. So we'll cover that after on topic questions.
All right. So Craig says, do we need to add a disclaimer statement in the video to avoid legal issues in telling a real person's life story in case there are errors?
I don't think so. Like, I'm not a lawyer and I can't give you legal advice. I can just tell you how I would deal with that. So as long as you're not saying something defamatory, like if I really doubt the script is going to say something that is like, Ryan Reynolds is a racist who likes to shoot children in the streets, right? I don't think.
Oh my God. That was like the worst example you could come up with. Jesus.
Well, yeah, that's the point, right? So I don't think, obviously I am exaggerating quite a lot to prove a point there, right? But I don't think it's going to.
That out, and I'm going to post it. So.
You're gonna clip that and spread it everywhere. So Ryan Reynolds is assuming,
Jeez, yeah.
So Ryan Reynolds, I'm sorry, I did not mean that. But okay. So yeah, as long as you're not saying something that is like saying negative things about a brand or about a product, I don't think you have to worry about that. You know, but I think you'll be fine. Yeah.
I have what I'm not a lawyer, so I can't speak too much to the legality, but I know people who are worried about hallucinations. That was kind of a big problem when AI was kind of newer, like on 3.5 and stuff like ChatGPT 3.5 and stuff like that. But with the newer models, they'll still hallucinate, but it's not nearly as big of a problem as it used to be. They don't really hallucinate that much anymore. And if you really want to safeguard against hallucination, turn on, because ChatGPT, you can turn on search. You can have it search the web now. Turn on search and ask it to cite every one of the claims it makes. So you can validate it and make sure it's true. What you can also do, because we started talking about Grok 3 when that came out like 2-3 weeks ago. I've been heavily using Grok 3 now. And it also searches the web. It's really good at researching and getting the real first principles facts behind a story. I've been doing this would be a good series for making shorts with this workflow, but I've just been doing this for fun. If I come across an entrepreneur or a business person and I'm curious about their like wow, how did Bill Ackman, like what's his story? He's a billionaire now, but we're like what's the 60-second rundown? I ask Grok to give me the bullet points. You could do that. You could like do a series of profiles and use this workflow to make shorts for this. Have you been playing around with Grok much, Bill?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think overall it's pretty useful. And I know there's that like what do they call it? The where she gets really aggressive and abusive and yeah.
Yeah, you turn on the NSFW mode.
Yeah.
Have you used the voice? I haven't used the voice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But all right, let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, Carr says, how would you monetize these types of videos?
Well, there's those 3 ways that we talked about earlier, right? So you have either number 1, you're going to build up a faceless channel so you can monetize it and get paid ad revenue, right? So whether you're, TikTok has a program, Instagram has a program, X has one, YouTube Shorts has one, and you can just monetize based purely on ad revenue, just making money off of the videos themselves. Now, to do that, you need to grow your channel. So that means you'll have to be posting consistently for some time for free. You won't get paid to grow your channel to be big enough. And then once it's big enough and it qualifies, then you can get paid ad revenue based on the views that your videos get. So that's model number 1. Number 2, you just make videos that promote products or services, whether they're yours or affiliate products that you can get commissions for, right? And then finally is use these to make ads to sell your stuff. So those are the 3 main ways that you make money using this strategy.
Cool.
So next question.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking up the answer to a question, and the question was, what's the longest video length you can do with Descript? It is 3 hours. It's really good with long form. A lot of people use it for like big, long podcasts. Like if you remember when we went into the editor, you edit it, unlike other tools, you edit it via the text. Like it'll show you, like it'll read, you get the transcript of the video and you'll see like whenever someone says, or you'll see like ... like a pause, or maybe there's like a retake or something you want to take out. You just highlight it and just delete it. It's like editing like a Google Doc. It's really easy.
Cool. What else we got?
Yes, May says, why only 4 video styles? I don't know. That's just what the Descript team came up with. Although I should share my screen real quick to show a workaround. If you don't like their styles, it takes a little bit of work, but there's a workaround, and can I show real quick?
Yeah.
How to work around that?
Yeah. I think too, they just released this not that long ago.
It's actually been out. They just sent, I know you forwarded the email to me. They're just reminding you that it exists.
Oh, wow. I had no idea so I didn't know it existed until just like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's been out. Hopefully if enough people begin to use it, they'll add more styles. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So here's what you do. So, notice how it calls them scenes. It generates these images for us. So say, here's the first image, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see better. You hit it, say you don't like it. You're gonna left click it. You're gonna hit this, it says replace media. Let me zoom out. Then you're gonna hit generate image. And right here, you're gonna get, this is the prompt it used originally. I don't know why they only wanted those 4 distinct styles, but if you wanted to, you could change it to whatever you want. Ryan Reynolds. I'll say anime Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds as an anime character. I've never regenerated.
I wonder if it'll do it since he's a famous figure. Sometimes it'll refuse to do that.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't want to do it, but that might not have been a good example. But
yeah, we'll see in a second. Yeah, but that's pretty. So if somebody wants to, like, we kind of showed the easy way, right? So the quick and simple and easy way to generate something fast. But if you want to spend the time to what?
Look, it's here he is. I don't think. Probably not the best prompt. I don't think that looks quite like Ryan Reynolds. But there you go. That's my example.
All right. So you could spend quite a lot of time perfecting and polishing and tweaking and editing. And then one thing that I think you could do, I don't know if you have tested this, Nick, if you try just creating your script ahead of time and then just pasting it into the chat, the custom GPT.
You can do that. I decided not to do this because I wanted to make the workflow as simple as possible.
Yeah.
But what originally I was going to do, I was going to make the script in Grok and then copy and paste it into ChatGPT or Descript. I liked it better that way, actually. Grok did a better job than ChatGPT, in my opinion. But I wanted to make it simple, so we just stayed in ChatGPT.
Yeah, I think that would be a workflow. If I really wanted to spend the time to make something really good, is I would do that. I would use either Grok, possibly Claude, to generate my script, and then just paste it in there. So that an advanced workflow for those of you who want to take it up a notch. So, What other questions do we have?
Well, another touching on that for like one more second before we move on. The voices are good in Descript, but in my opinion, the 11 Labs voices are way better. They're really good. One workflow you can do is you can get rid of all of the voices Descript came up with, remake the script in 11 Labs, drop it into Descript, and if you wanted to improve the voices, that's a kind of a more complicated workflow.
I want to play around with this some more. I want to verify that we can do my voice. I think I have some ideas for something. If we can do custom voices, yeah. As long as you don't make me say that Ryan Reynolds is a racist, then I'll be fine.
Healthier, happier you says, what are shorts channels? Shorts, so there's longs, YouTube videos that are longer than a minute, and they're landscape. Shorts are like mobile aspect ratio. They're like TikToks. They're under 60 seconds. And a shorts channel is just a channel that posts these shorts and not longs.
Yeah, here, I'll just give you an example. Let's look at my channel and I'll show.
You can share your screen.
Yeah. So by the way, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. That'll actually unlock our subscriber-only chat that that many of you are using now. But if you're not yet a subscriber, this is the channel. And so you'll notice see all these tabs here? So if we go to videos, these are longs. So these are videos that are over 3 minutes in length. Generally, they're shot in the horizontal aspect ratio, so they're longer than they are tall, so that is how so they're horizontal and tend to be longer content. And then if you see here, if I click on shorts, you'll see these are example of short content. We don't do a lot of shorts. Actually, we're going to get back to doing that. But let's see if there's one here. This one got 1,000 views, but there's an example of. The question is short form content. And it appears mostly on mobile devices is what this is targeted for, and people who watch these kind of short form content videos. And that's on YouTube. The other place where short form content is a big deal is TikTok. So that's you can also do short form content on Instagram and X as well. But these, as you see here, are short form content. And in fact, you know what? Let's go to my YouTube home screen. Can I view shorts from here? Oh yeah, shorts are right here. So all of these are short form content. So it's all showing the concert that I just got back from. That's this one here. Those are examples of short form content. So that's where I was. I was in Vegas. Yeah, anyway. So I was in the audience there. That's the show I was at. So hopefully that explains it. Yeah. We'll go to the next question.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Chris wants to know, do affiliate products need vendor approval to use the videos you create?
That depends. So some products you need approval, period, to promote them. So it's you don't need approval to promote them with videos like this, but you might need approval just to get access to promote them. As an example, on ClickBank, you might sign up for a free ClickBank account. You might see a product that in order to promote it, you have to apply. So that does happen, but it's not related to whether or not it's video or not video. It's only like some of them are just by application only. It depends on the affiliate program and the product.
Cool. Chris wants to know when the Jelly Pod episode is coming out. Either this Thursday or Friday.
Well, there you go. I have a question for you, Nick. It's another really important one.
Oh, I bet.
Did you hear about the new book on anti-gravity?
No.
It's impossible to put down.
Oh, no. I didn't like that one that much. It didn't resonate with me.
I like that one. So you got to rate it. So you'd be brutally honest. What does it score?
I'll say a strong 4, like 4.8.
4.8. Audience, what do you say? I personally like that one, but as the dad, it's kind of like the more I can get you to groan, the better the better it is in my perspective.
Okay. Well, then you won. You accomplished your.
So I won in that round. Okay, good.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna like the next one or not, but okay. Next question.
May wants to know how to get your product into the video using Descript. I guess you could just bake it into the script. The script it generates, just modify the script to mention your product. Or, I haven't tried this. I haven't fed ChatGPT links before, but you could feed it your landing page and ask it to make a script about that, or you can copy and paste your landing page or your product specs, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think one simple way, if you want to insert like a commercial, I think there are two ways to do this. One is to make the whole video about a product. That's pretty simple. You just talk to Descript in the chat window and tell it that's what you're doing, and tell it what the product is, give it points about what are the benefits, product features, what problems does it solve, the name of the product, and then it will do that for you. The other way is, let's say you're going to do a video like the Ryan Reynolds one that we made, right? Well, we might want to make a short little 10-second commercial that kind of gets stuck into that. And so for that, we just go to ChatGPT and ask it to write us a 10-second commercial for our Ingeniosity newsletter. We tell what the benefits are, why someone would want to subscribe, and it will spit out a 10-second script that we can copy and paste into Descript, right? So then we have our Ryan Reynolds story, and then boom, it'll then do like a little ad for our newsletter. So those are kind of the two ways you can weave promotions into your content. Next up.
Yes, by the way, there are lots of good questions. They're just not topical to that last segment. We will get to them once we get to general. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling. Okay, this is from Tim. He says, how can we use YouTube Shorts with Commission Engine?
Well, you could promote your Commission Engine free giveaway course using these strategies. So all the stuff we've talked about, you apply that. Just think about your giveaway. You have a giveaway course that you're giving away to get subscribers. That's your product. So you make these videos to promote that. Make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Next.
That's it for topicals. You want to jump over to general?
Yeah, let's do general questions. One thing I will do is a quick plug. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow at what time was it? It was 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. That'd be 3 Eastern. We're going to be on live with an encore presentation. So you'll have an open chat with my team. And it's a live presentation that we're doing on what's called commission chain reaction. So that is a way that you can make money selling other people's products and services using AI. And it's a technique I call commission chain reaction. And it's something that you can do. It's really powerful. It's like a way to get started quickly, get some money coming in the short term, kind of quickly get some traction with your business, but then scale it into something really, really big and massive. It's something that I learned from a guy called the Rich Jerk that many, many years ago. So that's commission chain reaction. So you can check that out. I have pinned the comment. It's at pushbutton.ai/free class, but the comment is pinned in the live chat. So you can go register there. You must register in order to attend. So make sure you head on over there, save that link. So if when we shut down the show, you don't lose the page, open it in another tab, whatever, go register there so you can be part of that live broadcast tomorrow. And with that, we'll go to general questions.
Yes. All right. Well, first, there's that comment someone left on your last video, and I wanted to take that question up there. I'll read it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, for everyone who's wondering, this video is all about how to grow your email list, how to grow your newsletter email list. And this is what they said. And one of the methods was to do a giveaway. Here's what they say. They say, aren't these giveaways and other, quote, you get free stuff if you have people sign up to our email list, unquote, methods? Don't they just collect a bunch of garbage leads and fake emails to your list, ultimately diluting the quality of your list and ruining your deliverability? How do you avoid that? I thought that was a good question.
Right. Yeah. So if you haven't seen that video, by the way, you're going to want to watch that. So we'll drop the link to it a little bit later so you can go watch it. But it's a video on 6 different ways that you can build an email list to grow your business. One of the methods, just a little teaser, is giving away free stuff. And I love using this method, but you can get it wrong, as this question kind of alludes to how you can mess this up. So let's say I had, let's say I had a business that was, maybe it's a natural health business, right? And I'm teaching people how to improve their health using supplements and other new, natural ways. And then let's say that I did a giveaway where I just gave away cash to the general public, right? This general public, I said, hey, you can win money, win $1,000, join my mailing list. And I run that ad and I promote it to the general public. Well, chances are I am going to get a bunch of garbage and a bunch of free clickers that really aren't interested in natural health. But there are two ways to fix this. Number one, what if my ad was specifically targeting only people interested in natural health? Well, then of course it will work, because now I'm only going to get, because I'm spending money on paid ads, only targeting people interested in my topic. That's one way to solve it. The other way to solve it is you come up with a product that is directly relevant to your niche market. Let's say it was $100 worth of supplements that help you with healthy weight loss, or help you improve your eyesight, or whatever the variation might be, right? But a product that was specifically relevant to what your target market would be interested in. Well, that solves it right there. So even if I promote it to the general public, only people who want that supplement are ever going to come join my free giveaway. So that's the two ways that you fix this problem. Or if you're doing a free giveaway and you want high quality leads, that's how you fix it. So that was a great question.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, I got to scroll back up to get to some of these questions we had to kick over to this segment. All right.
Okay. So real quick, Nick, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a very quick commercial break. And then I'll give you a chance to organize all the general questions. So everybody here, we're moving to Ask Me Anything. So it could be on any topic about entrepreneurship, growth, making money, whatever it might be. Ask it now. We'll answer all your questions on anything you want to know. And I'll do my best, my absolute best, to help you build and grow your business. So we'll take a very quick commercial break, and then I'm going to be right back. So we're going to pick, let's see, we will pick this one. Be right back. No, I have an AI tool that's a company called Pushbutton AI that helps people build course businesses. It builds the whole business, bottom to top. It helps you do the research to pick the niche market, helps you figure out what topics you should write about, what your course should be about, what the lessons should be about. It outlines the lessons. It writes the whole thing. It creates your sales page. It creates your page to get leads to subscribe to your business. It even writes your email sequence. It does audiobooks, video trainings, and a whole lot more. You just answer 2 questions and you hit a button, and it does it all. If you're interested in that, certainly you can book a demo to see it for yourself. You'll see with your own eyes. We're often running webinars and other trainings as well. So I'll drop links to either our webinar or our demos down below so you can check it out and see if it's something for you. But I found that most people get really overwhelmed and frustrated with the technical stuff. So that's why we created Pushbutton AI. If you're looking for a tool, we'll just do it for you, and it'll just handle the technical stuff. So when it comes to like setting up your web hosting, registering a domain name, setting up your email marketing, we even include a complete, fully functional email marketing platform that you can log into and email all of your customers and subscribers. It's all included. And all of the tech setup is done by the AI. If you want that, then definitely schedule your demo. You can get a demo from us by going to pushbutton.ai/demo. Now, at the time of recording this video, Pushbutton AI is not publicly for sale, but if you book a demo, they'll show you the technology, and if it makes sense, if it's something that can really help you, they'll invite you into our early access program. But what they'll do first is show you the technology. They'll talk about what kind of a course you might want to make. They'll talk about your business plans. They'll help guide you on what the right choices are for creating your first course business. And then if it makes sense, if it's the right tool for you, they'll invite you into the early access program. But check out the demo. It's mind-blowing. Again, that's at pushbutton.ai/demo. That's pushbutton.ai/demo. There I am. We're back. So, Nick, we have the open questions ready?
Yes.
All right. And I think YouTube is doing a break, so there's probably some YouTube ads showing to some people, but for those who are here, let's get started.
Yeah, first one comes from Healthier, Happier You. They say for push button, couple of questions. Do we own the emails? Number one, do we own the emails we get when people get your lead magnet?
Yes. So the businesses that you build with push button belong to you. So all the content that is generated, that all belongs to you. Any email subscribers you get, any customers, it's all your stuff. It's your business. So we're just the tool that helps you build it. That's all we are.
Cool. 2, is it $98 a month?
Well, so there are different pricing options. So it depends on what you're looking at. And in fact, if that's something that you're interested in, we should have someone give you a demo. What I would suggest, we drop that link in the chat. It's pushbutton.ai/demo. Go over there and book in that calendar, and then they can answer all your questions, talk about pricing. They'll show you a demo. So if you'd like to see an example of like, what does it build and how does it work, they'll do that demo for you. I'd really recommend you head on over there with that kind of question. They'll be able to help you personally, directly, one-to-one, and get all your questions answered. So, but I hope to see you inside. It'd be great to have you as a customer.
Cool. Last one. Will AI images run into copyright issues? Creative Commons licenses.
Say that once more.
They say, will AI images run into copyright issues? Creative Commons licenses? ?
Well, this is a deep topic about copyright, because the copyright law regarding AI images is very gray. You won't be violating copyright. That's not the part that is, again, I can't give you legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you legal advice. But I am using AI images. I do not believe that there is any copyright issue. And I would use them all over the place, whether they're videos, on my website, in ebooks, presentations, wherever. There's not going to be copyright issues with that.
Cool. That's it for that one. Move on to the next one. Craig wants to know, is commission chain reaction similar to commission engine?
Yes, but no. So commission chain reaction is a strategy, and in it we teach you how to use push button AI to make commissions with a very different and unique strategy. So similar yet different. Oh, did you mean to push that out there?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oops.
I'm glad that my joke got an 8, though. That is great. So yes, so similar but different. It's all about using AI tools, and specifically, push button AI makes it really easy to do, but you can use any set of AI tools to follow the advice that I give, and it's all about setting up a commission business that in the long term can grow. One of the problems with affiliate marketing, if you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, it's just you promote other companies' stuff and they give you commission. That's the simplicity of it. But there's a problem with that business model in the long term. In the short term, it's a quick way. Like you can get some commissions coming in, get some cash coming in. But long term, it's hard to scale and grow that into a valuable, predictable business. So that's kind of the trade-off. So with commission chain reaction, it's the best of both worlds. You get the short-term benefit of being able to get commissions rolling in fairly quickly, but you also get the long-term benefit of building your own business. So, but I can't do the whole webinar. It's a 90-minute webinar. I can't do it all here on the show, but you can learn more about it. Just go register and attend tomorrow, and I'll see you over there tomorrow.
Cool. Let's see. Kitty wants to know, does YouTube allow automation of commercials?
I'm not sure I understand that question. Can you clarify it for me? Am I missing something?
Yeah, sure. Kitty, if you want to clarify. Yeah, that's just the question verbatim. Does YouTube allow automation of commercials?
Yeah, I don't fully understand the question. So they're like the ads that are showing on the channel from YouTube, those can be automated. The ads that we're showing of my product while we're here live, I have to push the button to send them out. But I don't know if I'm totally, maybe if asked that in a slightly different way. Maybe I'm being a little bit dense today, but I don't quite grasp the question.
All right. Jay Wolf wants to know, two messages, they're like the same question. He says, can you combine Grok and ChatGPT? Does one AI do certain things better than the other?
Yes, they do certain things better than others. Yes. So you might have one that's really good with logic, another one that's really good with writing smooth and good sounding content. One is good for sales materials. The other might be good for more technical things. It's really quite interesting how that kind of plays out. So that's what we do. And as an example, in all of my tools that are using AI to build you businesses, we have our push button business builder. It doesn't just use any one tool, because there's a whole suite of different AIs that we can tap into to build your assets of your business. And it varies from tool to tool. Just some at the moment, and it changes constantly. So I can tell you right this moment, Gemini, that's Google's AI, is really good at remembering large batches of content. So if you want to feed it like a whole book and then ask it to then create stuff from that book, Gemini is great at that. Gemini is also not so great at just writing content off the top of its head. It tends to hallucinate more, and it tends to do unexpected, weird things. So that's Gemini. Claude is great for like creative writing. I know a lot of copywriters, people that are writing for like sales letters or webinars or things, they really love Claude. OpenAI is really good at like planning out things, or especially having it think through things step by step, or doing research. That's when ChatGPT is really good. And Grok is kind of a general all around. It's good at all of those things. Maybe not the best at all of them, but it's really good kind of at most of those tasks in general. So I would say as of today, right this moment, if I wanted one AI to use as the all-around best, that would be Grok. I'm lazy. I keep using ChatGPT because that's just what I've always used. But I would say probably Grok is going to be the better solution, at least as of right this moment. So there you go, a little rundown on which ones are best for which, and that is subject to change. Might change tomorrow. Things evolve so quickly, it's nuts.
All right. Angelo wants to know, if I make a video for a short using a prompt, can I trust the output?
Well, what do you want to trust about it is what is it you need to trust? And then based on that, I can help clarify it more. I would say in general, yes. I know in days gone by, the AIs were very prone to hallucinations. That's gotten better and better and better, especially when you turn on web search or deep research, where it's going to search the web as resources. It's gotten better at using that. I would say in general, yeah.
I have two solutions. It depends on what model. Almost all of the models, except for Claude's behind, they don't have a web search function yet. But almost all of them, you can toggle web search. Method number one, to make sure you can trust the output, include in your prompt, ask it to search the web for sources, and then at the end, not in the script, but at the end of the script, have it cite each of the claims it makes. Have it cite each claim so you can reference it and see if it's hallucinating or not. The second option is I would go out, find the sources that you might use for your content, whether it's like blog articles or YouTube videos or PDFs. I would load them into Notebook LM, and then instead of using web search, I would have when you're talking to Notebook LM, have it come up with the shorts and at the end of each short, have it cite its sources so that you know it's telling the truth. That's if you're really, in my opinion, I wouldn't even, I trust it so much. I personally don't feel the need to do that just because AI is far beyond that point anymore. But if you want to be certain it's not fabricating things, those two workarounds could help you.
Well, also realize what you're creating too, right? So if you're creating a short sort of entertainment, educational, how-to piece of content, I mean, all I do is look at the script myself and, that makes sense. I don't see anything that jumps out at me as being off about it. Good enough. I just run it. Now, if you're using this to make a documentary of something, right, that's like supposed to be very specifically accurate, well, then you'll pay more attention to that. Or let's say, you're making an ad. You want to make sure that the ad doesn't make any claims that are not true about the product. Most times you're going to be able to see that by just glancing over the script and seeing, this vacuum cleaner doesn't play music, right? Right? That's a silly example, but you will generally be able to see if it's talking about features of the product that don't exist or making claims that are untrue. But a quick spot check is probably good enough. And again, just realize we're putting out lots of high volume content. So these are not, we're not putting out a 20-minute long epic video, a long form video that's trying to get millions of views. We're trying to put out lots of kind of, I don't want to call it lower quality, but I suppose that's true. It's a lower quality type of a content, more mass produced style. So I wouldn't get like super worried about, a little thing off here or there. Just look at it yourself, proofread it, make sure there's nothing that's obviously, wrong, and then let it fly.
Cool. Jamie says, I'm in the building phase of my business. What do you consider the most important thing I can do to get customers to visit my website?
Well, that depends a little bit. If I learned a little bit more about what your niche is, do you want to scale using ads? Like, do you have the budget at which you could try to scale using advertisements? Are you trying to do only organic content? Give me some feedback in the chat. Let me know more about your business, and I can give you a much better guidance on that, because I wish this was like paint by numbers and there was just one strategy that works for everyone's business. And that's just, despite what a lot of people will claim, that's just not true. Depending upon all of those factors, depends on you and what you want to do, depends on your budget, how much you can, because especially if your business is new, you might need to throw money at ads or other expenses that you may never get back while you're testing ads, as an example, right? I might spend a couple of $100 to as much as thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on advertising while I get my ads dialed in, right? So it depends a lot on what your budget is. If I don't want to spend a dime on ads, well, then I know it might take me time, right? It might take me 6 months to work with social, organic kind of content before I have enough traffic that I can really kind of get that momentum going. So it depends really on, and then on the niche, depending on what niche you're in, is going to guide a little bit on what strategies you can and can't use as well. So drop that feedback in and I'll do my best to help you.
Cool.
So I have a question for you, Nick.
Yes.
Did you hear about the cheese factory, the one that exploded in France?
No.
There was nothing left but debris.
Okay, that one's good. I like that one.
Yeah. Well, here I just realized you're not.
That should be the last one, so we end the jokes on safely on a high note.
I can't promise that's the last one, but what's the score?
8.6.
8. Wow. Okay. Maybe I will end on a high note then. We'll see.
All right.
Chat, what do you say?
Oh.
Go ahead. Next question.
2 questions from Pro Se litigants. First one, should I deactivate all the WordPress plugins not active and not using?
if you're sure they're not needed, then yes, it's best to, excuse me, if they're not actively being used for some purpose or some reason, then yes, it's better to deactivate the WordPress plugins. Each plugin that's active takes a little bit of a performance hit on your website and how fast it will run. Some plugins have security issues, so the fewer of them that you have running, the better. But a lot of times you need those plugins to get your site working. As an example, on the sites that we build for clients, some of them have WooCommerce running, which is a little bit resource intensive, but it's needed because that's your shopping cart. You can't sell things without it. But if you didn't have anything for sale and you were never going to sell anything on your website, well, then you should turn that off. But it's always, fewer plugins are always better from a performance standpoint.
Okay, cool. And then Pro Se Litigant says, is commission chain reaction a new tool?
It is not a new tool. So it's more of a method of how to use existing tools, would be the best way to describe it. So you can use our push button AI business building tools to implement that strategy, or you can also use ChatGPT and a collection of other tools to, kind of do it yourself as well. So either way, it's more about the strategy, the tactic, the money-making plan on how to use AI.
All right. React with Wes says, should you spend time on re-editing the AI content, and how much more info should you put into it? I think he's talking about the Descript segment we just did. I have two answers.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll kick it to you for your viewpoint. If you're just doing shorts, you're putting it on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, and it's just organic content, I would spend not a lot of time. It's really, your focus should just be an extremely high volume of content, analyzing what worked, and then going hard on what worked. And the key is just to get such a high volume of content and then optimize later. You might have little things here or there that are suboptimal in the very beginning. I would not worry about optimization when I'm just getting started. I would just blast YouTube with these shorts. My second take is, now, if you're doing this with paid ads, I would be strategic about it, and I might want to spend more time making sure the script is exactly as you like it. So there's two very different approaches for, I guess, two different ways you would use the content. What do you think about that, Bill? Does that make sense?
I think that's exactly correct. Yeah, spot on. So yeah. I think that is part of what I think a lot of people don't realize is how much of a trial and error phase any new business goes through. We're kind of focused on the video content, but this applies to a lot of parts of a new business. I think especially newer entrepreneurs might have the idea that there's some exact methodical step-by-step map to go from here to here, when a lot of times it is testing a lot of things, finding the things that work, and just doing more of them. And that fits here more, so applicable here. You may put out 10 different videos. Your first 10 videos may all flop, but you might see, this one got 3 times more views. It didn't get millions, but maybe it got 3 times more views. Maybe instead of 10, it got 40 views. Well, what was different about that video? Can you spot a thing that's unique or different about it and do that again? And then you just continuously throw more and more stuff against the wall, trying different angles, different story types, different content types, different voices, until you start to get, you find those ones that stick out. This one worked, so then do more of that. And then, this one worked, more of that. And that is really the path, whether it's through paid ads or organic content, is the path to, to building your business starting from zero.
Yeah. And when it comes to growing something organically, perfectionism will just kill it before it even starts. You have to produce, these days, you have to produce such a high volume of content, especially in the beginning, that trying to be a perfectionist, acting like you're a journalist or you're writing like a college paper, right? It's just you're gonna produce such a low volume of content. You're not gonna take off. I understand it's a little different when you're spending money on it, right? If it's your bank account on the line and you don't want to just, and sometimes if you can get your account in trouble if you're submitting junk. So you do want to be more careful with the paid stuff. With organic, you're honestly don't pay too much mind to it, in my opinion. Yeah. Especially if it's like a faceless, you just make like a random faceless YouTube channel about history or something. The worst thing that can happen, you're not going to get in legal trouble. You're not going to even lose money. The worst thing that can happen is just no one watches it. That's you just get yourself out there.
Fail fast.
I have so many friends who it's smart people that get them into this trap because they want to produce good stuff, right? And mentally they have a lot of guardrails in their mind for what they should produce because they want to produce good stuff. This stops them from, like what you just said, failing fast because they're unwilling to fail, which prevents them from even starting.
Yeah, that's the ultimate path. Fail fast. Like, oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this. Oh, look, this is working. Let's do more of this. That is the not so secret of success, is just that.
Ooh, this is a good question. I love talking about all the different AI tools. Healthier, Happier You says, what about Perplexity compared to Grok and ChatGPT?
Perplexity is great for research. I would say, like, if you want to use a stack of tools, I might start with Perplexity to do research and get like summary of data, gather information, get a plan together. And then I might take that over to Grok or to Claude or somewhere. And when I wanted to ask it to make my final content. But yeah, Perplexity shines on research. Yeah.
And with Perplexity, because I know there's like 6, there's Claude, there's ChatGPT, there's the Pro plan for ChatGPT, there's Grok, there's all these different models, and they're all like $20 a month. If you buy all of them, you're going to be spending hundreds of bucks a month. Who wants to do that? Perplexity, you can try out the different models inside Perplexity. The next question is from James. He says, is there one program that we can get to give us access to all the AI softwares? You could test out the different models inside Perplexity to see which one resonates with you. I saw this on Twitter. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I do know that there, somebody recommended one to me. There are tools that you can get that gives you access. So you buy one tool and it gives you access to not all, but many of these different AIs you hear us talking about. But it is fairly limited in terms of volume. So if you do a lot of volume of work, it won't work. But if you just kind of use a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and I don't have the tool handy. So what we'll do, in fact, maybe we'll even do a segment on it. So ask me about it later. Yeah, I don't remember. I got to go find it. I put it on my phone and then never used it. So I need to, I'll find it. But there is a tool, and we'll talk about it on a future show. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I do know there is a tool that a friend of mine raves about it. It's just that if you're doing a high volume of content, you run into limits, like monthly limits of how often you can use it.
On this topic, real quick, I saw this guy on Twitter. He uses it for learning, not for content creation or money making or anything. But what he'll do is he'll start a deep research conversation in ChatGPT. He'll take all of the sources, because it looks at like hundreds of sources. And then he'll drop them into Notebook LM, and then he'll use that to make a podcast to learn about the topic. That's kind of like the original use case of Notebook LM. It was like to learn. We're using it to make money, but originally it's like a study tool. This is kind of like a workflow using the original Notebook LM workflow. Thought I'd share that real quick.
Sure.
Cool. All right.
Well, and this is also like a great example of why tools like ours, like Push Button AI, are valuable. Because if you were to become an expert in AI, you have to know which model is good for which tasks, the workflow at which to do it. And I'll give you an example. We just released a new updated process to like our course builder. And in that course builder, it's hours and hours and hours of work that the AI is doing. So we're using one AI to do research. Then that AI gives us a list of links. Then we take those list of links and we do like the process you're talking about, Nick. We then crawl those links, extract all the content for doing the research. We feed it to an editor AI who then reviews the research and edits it down, chunks it into the relevant parts. It then puts it into its memory. And then there's a writer AI who takes that content and writes it. And then there's an editor AI who reviews that content to make sure it's right. Like this extensive process. It even uses different language models to do it, but it puts out just beautiful content. For example, the lessons that we generate in our courses now, I've seen lessons come out that are like 10,000 words of content in just a single lesson. And they cover like every aspect of, what needs to be taught in that lesson. But it's by using these, they're called agents, and using different tools, you finding the right tool to do the right job. And could you do that by hand? Sure. You could go and jump from model to model, copying and pasting and doing all of that, but be hours of work. So that is a perfect example of why I built Push Button AI, was to avoid that. So you don't have to go through all of that. You just let our system do all of that for you, and it just spits out the end result. That, of course, you can still edit that. You can still, you want to change things. You have full control, but it will just spit out the end result and then hand it to you. So, which, by the way, it's a perfect time to plug. That's at pushbutton.ai/demo if you'd like to get a demo of the tool and how it works. So that's pushbutton.ai/demo. All right, next question.
All right. Good. This is a good question. Someone says, where can you find a list of the benefits of each AI platform?
I don't know of a list that has that. Do you, Nick?
That gives me a good idea for like a PDF, like very quick one-page PDF with the top like 5 models, and just
the problem is you'd have to edit it every couple of days.
That's the thing. That's the problem with that. I don't know where to tell you to go for that, because it changes like every day.
Yeah.
So, well, there's 2 YouTube channels I like. There's this one where we do talk about that. Like 2 videos ago, we compared like 3 or 4 different models on how well they do business. This other one is Matt Wolf. He talks about AI news, and
I like Matt.
Curious,
I've known him a long time. Yeah, he's a great channel for trying to keep up. It can be a bit overwhelming if you subscribe to his channel, because every single day he talks about a new AI release. So it can be a bit overwhelming, but he'd be my go-to. I would recommend for if you want to be on the cutting edge of AI. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for questions. I want to there's just something I saw yesterday, and I'm kind of fascinated by it. Can I share my screen real quick?
Sure. I have no idea what you're gonna share here, but let's
share
find
something
out.
Crazy. Let's see. So, if you're not familiar with WAP, they let you host communities space. It's kind of like a school competitor, but this is kind of advanced. And I wouldn't say it's for beginners, but this is a crazy traffic. This would be a crazy source of traffic, and it's brand new. So, oh my God, my headphone just decided to shut off again. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna buy new ones after the show, actually.
Excuse me. So now I really want to see what this is. So this is a strategy for traffic.
Yeah, I texted you the link. This is from WAP. What you do, this only works. You have to have a ton of video content, webinars, live streams, podcasts. But what you do is you upload it to WAP and you set a price. You pay by CPM. You upload your content, and clippers will go and they make short form clips and they upload it to their socials. And they have some automation set up so that it automatically pays out based on the views. And if you don't want to, this is great if you want to make short form content, but you don't want to go and hire freelancers, or you don't want to go through an agency. You're only paying based on views. So you're not paying for videos that don't get you views. Let me reshare my screen. I'll share the video. I want to share the video.
So this is like the WAP Clipper thing.
Yeah, it's the WAP Clipper program. Let me share their promotional video. Can you hear my audio, by the way?
Not yet. Here, hit play. There we go.
You didn't hear that?
It's coming through.
Okay, here's their promo video. They'll do a better job explaining it than me, but I had to share this. This is really cool.
Sketch used it to blow up the stream. Drake used it to promote his album, and TJR is taking over the internet. And it's exactly how you're going to blow up online. Welcome to Content Rewards. Here's how it works. Creators upload their viral videos to our platform and set their reward rate. Clippers then download that content, add their own creative spin, and post the clips on their social channels. Once posted, the Clippers link their video back into our platform. Our software tracks every view in real time, automatically paying the Clippers for the attention they generate. No contracts, no negotiations, no upfront costs.
Wait, what?
You only pay for real views at a fraction of what ad platforms charge. And Clippers earn instantly for every view they drive. This isn't just marketing, it's the future of how Clippers and creators work together.
This is sick.
Yeah, I actually want to test that. I plan to test that. So
so we're on the same page. I thought, because we have our project we're working on with my brother Nisley, I think this could be big for Nisley, in my opinion. It'd be such an easy way to source talent.
Oh yeah, do the free sticker videos with that, you thinking?
Yeah. I've seen some people talk about how they're using it for what's called UGC, user generated content, which is basically getting other people to make content with your product. So it's not this is not really beginner friendly. That's why I prefaced it with this is a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, you need to have content out there. But I mean, as an example, if you were to use the Descript tool that we just showed and you have a winning video, it's like, okay, this video is working for me. That would be a great example. You take that video and use the tool that Nick just showed you to try to get more traffic and get more eyeballs and sales coming in.
You know, it's kind of like TikTok Shop, where you can make money as a TikTok Shop owner, but you can also make money as a TikTok Shop affiliate. There's two ways to make money with this. You could make money as someone who's hiring clippers because you want traffic. But you could also make money as a clipper. And I wonder if there's because there are ways to use AI to like Opus Clip to clip long form, to make shorts out of long form content. There could be an angle, and this is brand new. I don't know how the economics work out, but there could be an angle. If you're a beginner, you might want to come in as a clipper and use something like Opus Clip, or there's another one called Creo to make money as a clipper and not as the person.
Investigate that. Why don't you dig in a little bit and see what does it take to become a clipper? And that might be something we could do some training on. If it looks like that's a viable model where people can get income coming in from being a clipper, then that would be, I love that. It's like a two-stage plan. First, get some money coming in quickly and grow your channel. And then from there, transition into, more longer term strategies. That could be good.
It's kind of like how we talk about starting off as an affiliate to gain traction, then switching to an offer owner, kind of. It's kind of like that.
Yep, exactly. All right, cool. Well, then a plug on that. Just want to remind everybody that that's exactly what we're talking about tomorrow at noon Pacific. It's a private webinar. You must register in order to attend, and you can go to it at pushbutton.ai/free class. We're actually going to teach you a model where you can get started quickly, get commissions coming in by promoting other people's stuff, but in the long term, you build your own business with long-term value, predictable income, and it's something that you can depend upon. So you get the quick hit of affiliate marketing, but the long-term success of having your own business all rolled into one single business model. And I teach that whole strategy. I just reveal the whole strategy step by step. I'll show you how it works. And that is tomorrow. And you go to pushbutton.ai/free class to see that. And I want to let everybody know we're going to be taking our final commercial break. We're going to come back with the last rounds of questions. And I have a very important question for you when we come back.
Okay.
All right. So we'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
Now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called Push Button AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. Push Button AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with Push Button AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
Fumbling with the controls here behind the scenes, but we're back. At least for some of us, we had an ad break, so YouTube is doing its thing, showing ads to some people. And we have our final round of questions coming up. So we'll do our last round of Ask Me Anything. And I have a really, really cool video coming up that I would like to share with you at the end of the broadcast. So we have something that is really, really powerful that you're going to want to see, and it's at the end of the broadcast. Hold on one second. I'm getting something ready here over on the side. Let's go here, there. Okay, good. Perfect. Then with that, oh, Nick, I forgot to bring you on. Where are you? There you are. So my final question of the day for you.
Okay.
If a child refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of anything?
I don't know.
Resisting arrest.
Okay. I was worried we'd end on a bad note with the joke. I like that. You know what? I really like that. That's like a 9. I don't give a lot of 9s.
Blake's answer was kidnapping. That also could be. That also could fit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then this is the final round of questions. So everybody out there, ask them now or you're stuck till next week. For those who don't have questions, we released a really awesome video. That video is on the channel. We released it. Was it yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, I think a lot of you might not have seen it, and it's really, really powerful. So in it, we cover 6 different strategies of how to build a newsletter list. And let me tell you, having a newsletter is a game changer for your business, especially as you're just getting started. if you're just starting your business, I've made a mistake in the past, and I kick myself for this. Businesses that I built in the past, I should have started building my email list immediately at the beginning. Later on down the road, after my business gets a little bit older, it's got some volume, I've got clicks and sales coming, I had this realization of like, oh, well, maybe I should be building an email list. And I can't tell you how many millions and millions of dollars I probably left on the table as a result of not building my email list at the beginning of my business. And so this video is specifically about doing just that. And producer Nick, can you drop that into the chat for everybody? And I'll answer any final questions that come in, but I want to let everyone know that you should go watch that video because it is incredibly powerful. And it'd help us if you watch the video, especially if you watch it through to the end, give us some comments on there, give us some likes, all the stuff that helps feed the algorithm. Not only will you learn some valuable money-making strategies, but it will help the channel out. And I know producer Nick is trying to get that video to get a little bit of traction and take off. So we'd appreciate it. Any particular thing you want them to ask about in the comments, Nick? Any questions that people could ask? I think you pulled that question from that video, right? The one you asked earlier?
Yeah. Let's see.
I love to put you on the spot so you can just start.
I know. I do know we're targeting the keyword email list building strategies. So drop a comment that says email that includes, don't just say it. It has to include the keyword, but flow organically. It should say email list building strategies.
I'm going to type that in here. Email, which by the way, if you didn't know that, the comments on your YouTube video do help your SEO on ranking for searches. So it's email list building strategies. Like that. Did I type it right? There we go.
You did. Yep.
Okay. So we'll be very grateful if you go check that video out. And then if you have any questions, you want to get feedback from me on how to build your email list for your unique situation, for your business. If you're not sure what topic your email newsletter should be about, you're not sure which of the 6 strategies to use, ask me over there. Drop in the comments and ask a question, and I'll be paying attention and jumping in there to help you out. And the content is fantastic. So it is a really powerful way to build your business. And I can't think of any of my friends or anybody I know who has a successful business who doesn't have an email list and to help them with their growth. So it's just, an email list is so valuable for so many different reasons. It helps you make money, and you need to get started building yours today. Don't wait until down the road when you think you have more traffic or more resources. I would get started and do it now. And then with that, did we have any other final questions?
We did have a few. I wanted to remind you something. You said maybe I forgot it or what, but you mentioned in the beginning you had something even I didn't know that you wanted to talk about. Did you ever?
Yeah.
What was that?
Let's wait. It's going to take a little bit. So you know what? Let's move that to the next show.
Okay. Let me write that down so I don't forget.
So
secret topic.
Secret money-making topic for next time, because it's we're at 2 hours, 18 minutes in. And I'm sick, running a fever, feeling kind of crappy. So I would like to wrap things up here today. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So hopefully the content came out good, despite me powering through my Las Vegas sickness. So, man, that concert was really good, though. Mom wants me to we can drag everybody over there. Maybe I can get you and Michaela and Dylan and Kat. We'll all go. Will you go to a rave with me?
No, I don't want to go to the rave. I'm not going to turn down a Vegas trip, but I think it's funny because you're like twice my age. I hate that. I hate that stuff. I don't like clubs. I don't like raves. I don't like loud music.
Like this. You would like this show. You would definitely. Yeah.
I feel really. We went to a bar for my mom's birthday, and look, I had a lot of fun. It was great hanging out with everyone. I don't really do bars. It was like loud.
Well, it was a bar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a bar. So it was a bar playing 80s and 90s music. So I don't know if that wasn't necessarily your thing. So, but anyway, I think you'll like this, but we'll see.
Okay.
Well, I hope they come back. So that was supposedly their final show, but this is their second round of final shows. So I hope they come back.
We have a Sphere by my house. It's like a Los Angeles one.
Really?
It's not like the same brand. It's just it's a big. It's right. I live right by LACMA, the LA County Museum of the Arts, and right next to it is a big, huge, glowing ball. And they do performances.
They do shows inside?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd like to learn about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
all right. Well, with that,
our weekend plans.
Yeah. So that's what I get for being in the inside of a Sphere with 20,000 people. Is I caught whatever I caught and brought it home.
Okay, Kitty was very engaged today, hanging out in the chat. Good question from Kitty. Kitty says, "How does everyone manage their digital clutter? How do you manage your digital clutter?"
Well, when you say digital clutter, I'm assuming like notes and things you've saved and stuff like that, probably.
Yes, she has follow-up. She says docs, photos, videos, potential content.
Well, personally, I use an app that's been around a while. So I know Nick has a different app that he likes, but I use an app called Evernote. I'm kind of stuck in there because I've been using it for many years. It's got a lot of stuff in it. I store anything from my daily to-do list to documents to, interesting ads that I found that I want to save for later. I put a lot of stuff in there. And then Nick, what do you use?
Notion. I should be, I'm like a Notion cheerleader. I love Notion. Everyone should be on Notion. It's hard to explain what they do. It's easy to explain what they can't do. It's like an everything app. Just go to Notion.so.
The first time I tried to use Notion, I felt like there was like a technical learning curve. Has that gotten any better over time?
I'm gonna say no. It's a little. It's a sandbox. It might feel a little overwhelming. But in my opinion, it's worth it. Everyone should get Notion. I manage my life in Notion. I store my swipe files in there. I store my research notes in there. I use it like Google Docs. I share stuff with the team. I send I'll write stuff up in Notion. I'll send it to my virtual assistant. Just get Notion. I'm not even on the paid plan. For the Notion cheerleader I do all this on the free plan. So.
Wow. Well, there you go. So if you're looking for just something simple, use Evernote. If you're looking for something that is way more robust and can do a lot more, but has a little bit of a learning curve, then go for Notion. That'd be how I would balance it out. I think Dylan uses Notion too, right? I think that's what he uses.
I didn't know that.
I think so.
I also like it because it's pretty. It looks nice. It makes you feel kind. I don't know. You said you use Evernote, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I'm in Evernote, I just feel like I'm looking at a big Google Doc the whole time. And
well, it's simple.
You don't need your system doesn't have to be pretty. I like it to look nice. I like having a nice aesthetic workspace.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up. So was that it? Was that the final question?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then everybody out there, go watch that video. Nick dropped the link into the chat, so go check that out. That is the next video in our series on the channel. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and let me know your biggest question about how to implement one of those 6 strategies. So if you have any concerns, questions, confusions, drop them in the comments. I'm going to be hanging out in there, trying to help out as much as I can. So go check that out. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's show. And let's see, I'm going to pick a commercial to go out on. We'll go with, which one? I'll pick this one. All right, Nick, thanks for your help today. Everybody else, I'll see you later when I'm feeling better. Bye for now. Those of you who are not yet a Push Button AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with Push Button AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, Push Button AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our Push Button AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you. And hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.
For the president, celebrities or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had Push Button AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using Push Button AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning. You wouldn't believe.
This Push Button AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
Online businesses, I've discovered that it can be a confusing and overwhelming process. Luckily, I made it through all of that, and I've generated over $100 million in results across all of my companies over the years. But for many entrepreneurs, like you maybe, you might be facing uncertainty, overwhelm, confusion about what to do next to make profit online. Whether you're starting your first business or you might be trying to grow your existing business. And if you would like to get certainty, clarity, and your own roadmap to success, then I'm offering a special one-on-one consultation. This is a one-on-one success session. It is absolutely free. And the reason I'm offering this is because I've found that if you help people understand their roadmap and their path forward, that they'll do business with you when it makes sense. So by showing you and helping you get that clarity, get that certainty, and having your own roadmap to achieve success through online entrepreneurship, I know that if it's a right fit, that you'll do business with me in the future. So I'm willing to offer this totally free to join a member of my team and learn for yourself. And don't worry, there is no high pressure sales tactics here. This is just help to help you succeed. So instead of the high pressure sales, we're going to jump on with you one-on-one. We'll have an interview session to learn a little bit more about you and put together a specific program. We'll do a follow-up call and you'll be able to join one of my experts, and they're going to help you achieve the clarity that you desire so that you know what to do so you can make the maximum amount of profits fast for your unique situation. In this session, you're going to uncover exactly what business and marketing strategies are going to unlock the profits that you're looking for. You're going to uncover the best lead generation strategies for existing business owners. So if you've got a business that you want to expand, we're going to cover how to do that. If you're a new business owner, we're going to cover how to start your first successful business. We're going to help you deal with any overwhelm, confusion, or uncertainty on what to do next, which I find for new entrepreneurs is vital. Then we're going to help you figure out what might have gone wrong in the past, because chances are you've probably tried a few things and you might be frustrated with what happened. So we're going to cover what went wrong from past marketing efforts so that you don't make those mistakes again. Then you're going to discover unique methods of affiliate marketing that are not possible anywhere else. Finally, we're going to uncover any issues you might be having with mindset and the way you're approaching and thinking about your business so that you can learn what is the optimum way to get productivity, to stay motivated, to not go into procrastination, and actually get things done in your business. And then, if our push-button business building tools are the right solution for you, we will do a personalized live demo for you, and we'll show you how our tools can help you. And if it's a good fit, awesome, we can do some business together. And if not, you come away from the session with some value, knowing exactly what you need to do next. And that helps me achieve my mission in life, which is to help as many entrepreneurs like you as possible. Claim your absolutely free success session by going to the link that you see on the screen below and find exactly how we can help you. And whether or not you choose to do business with me now or sometime in the future, or maybe we don't do business at all, I am happy to be able to help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. I look forward to hearing all about your session. We'll see you next time.